From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Thousands have fled a First Nation in northern Manitoba as wildfires burn near their community and threaten to cut off road access. The Nissistwasi Cree Nation near Nelson House issued an evacuation order Sunday and upgraded it yesterday to a mandatory evacuation, with its 4,000 residents told to register at the Norman Linklater Multiplex before boarding planes for Winnipeg. The BC Wildfire Service says the Wesley Ridge wildfire on Vancouver Island has grown to more than 5 square kilometers. Smoke from hundreds of wildfires burning across the prairies, Yukon, and Northwest Territories has infiltrated skies with gritty haze over the last few days from Vancouver Island all the way east to Charlottetown. The search has ended for 2 people who went missing on a southern Ontario lake as their bodies have been recovered from the water. Ontario Provincial Police responded Sunday to a report of a possible drowning at Burley Falls in Stony Lake, northeast of Peterborough. 2 people had been swimming in the area, and one fell into the water from the shore and appeared to be in distress. Bystanders jumped in to help, but police say while doing so, a second person went missing. Police divers yesterday recovered the bodies of 2 Toronto area men, aged 24 and 26, from Caledon and Brampton. RCMP say more charges could be laid as the investigation continues into the weekend discovery of a truck filled with migrants in southern Quebec. Mounties and Quebec Provincial Police intercepted a cube van early Sunday near Stansted. Police say 44 mostly Haitian nationals were found cramped inside the vehicle, looking visibly distraught and suffering from dehydration. 3 men have been arrested. Canada Post is still weighing next steps after thousands of unionized workers voted down the Crown Corporation's latest offers last week. The long-running labor dispute already saw postal workers take to the picket lines over the holiday season, but Brock University labor professor Larry Savage in St. Catharines, Ontario, doesn't think another walkout is likely.
But nearly a third of the union's members already voted to accept Canada Post's final offer. And getting those members onto a picket line will be a real challenge. And even if Cup W could effectively organize a strike, it's not obvious to me that it would produce the results the union's looking for.
Cup W says it's ready to get back to the bargaining table, but a ban on overtime work remains in place. Air Canada flight attendants are entering the final day of voting on whether to give a strike mandate to their union.
Voting started July 28th and follows the Air Canada component of the Canadian Union of Public Employees concluding the conciliation process with no deal reached. The union represents more than 10,000 flight attendants who have been in contract talks since the start of the year. It has said despite sustained efforts, including in the conciliation process with a federally appointed mediator, key issues like pay, unpaid work, and pensions are unresolved. David Bowles, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, Bo Bichette homered twice and drove in 6 runs. Ernie Clement had a career-best 5 of Toronto's season-high 25 hits, and the visiting Blue Jays crushed the Colorado Rockies 15-1 Monday night. Toronto is tied with Detroit for the best record in the American League. In tennis, Toronto's Victoria Mboku keeps on rising. 2 days after dispatching top seed Coco Gauff, the Canadian teenage sensation booked her place in the National Bank Open semifinals with a 6-4, 6-2 win last night over Spain's Jessica Buzas-Monero in Montreal.
To have such an achievement at a tournament like this is really a milestone for me.
Mboko will meet 9th seed Elena Rybakina of Kazakhstan in tomorrow's semifinals. And at the men's event in Toronto, top seed Alexander Zverev won himself a semifinal spot by rallying to beat defending champ Alexei Popyrin of Australia. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.